Good day, everyone. My name is Denise Saira Astronomointong, and I am here to discuss to you about the Module 25, assessment strategies that can increase motivation and outcome-based teaching learning. So, my topic assigned is the continuation of the report of Miss Sylvia Rose Osan Mengo, which is the 14 assessment strategies that can increase motivation. So my topic started at number
6.
up to number 13. So let's discuss. So the number 6 is inspire your students to have mastery focus rather than performance focus. Set their hearts on lesson mastery for the love of learning rather than on scores, grades, and performance. If they fail to get an item or items in a test, tell them not to worry and assure them that they will be taught again until mastery. So, as the number 6 strategy said, we need to tell our students na it's okay nga dili nila ma-cope up dayon or dili nila makuha dayon ang ilahang goal nga makapasar, but also to inspire them nga dili lang kay kana nga test ang naa, but they can also make pwede sila mubawi in the other subjects. So ang atua as a future educator, we must also learn how to comfort our students so that dili lang sila dili sila ma-depress and dili sila wala sila yung down feeling sa ilang kaugalingon nga tama dili ra sila taman. We also need to assure their feelings nga okay ra napa pwede pa mabawi in the next time. If nabagsak sila ron, they can make it next time, or ila pa bang himon ang ilang best para makapasa sila ani. So next, let's proceed. The seventh strategy is have a growth mindset. So the definition or the meaning is believe that your students can improve. Failure or wrong answer is welcome. Assure your students that they are not made less of themselves by a wrong answer or mistakes. What is most important is that they learn from their mistakes and continuously grow and improve. So, as a future educator, we must learn, or we must get that kind of mindset that failure is can improve our students. Dili lang kay salig kay nag-failed sila this test, dili na sila kanang makaingon na taghina ni siya nga bata, or we can say nga this child or this kind of children is kanang dili baga ani nga section cause kanang dili sila maka-cope up dayon. But some students is kanang slow learner lang sila, but if imo silang tutukan og taman, they can easily makagrab din sila, but they really need patience. So as what as kung sa giingon dere nga kanang kinahanglan nato ipa-feel sa mga bata nga bahalang nagkamali sila or bahalang na failed sila this subject is pwede pa nila mabawi into other subjects. Kay dili lang kani nga subjects ang ilahang gistudyhan, but there are other subjects. But we also need to tell them nga they really need to study, or they really need to do something nga para para mabinat ang ilahang grado, or kanang para po dili sila maka-feel nga down kasi sila ani nga subject. The 8th one is your assessment practice must be sensitive and constructive because assessment has an emotional impact. Bear in mind that your comments, marks, and grades, as well as the manner you communicate them to students, can affect their self-confidence. So, as what is number 8 said nga, kinahanglan ta maghunahuna sa itong ipangyaw-yaw sa itong mga estudyante. Dili ta magpataka og yama-yama, or di ta magpataka og kasaba nga kanang mag-say ta og mga sakit nga mga inistoryahan just to just ka bitaw mara kagalagot, just bitaw gisapot ka din mo lang storya ang ginana cause ingon sila dili lang kay physical ang masakit but emotional, cause ang emotional is kanang dugay mawala makakuan sila, they can forgive you para lang giingon nga I can forgive but I can forget. So mo pa na himuon nimo nga imong itatak sa imong nahuna nga kanang bataa imong nastoryahan og laing nga storya makapasaylo na sa imong gibuhat, but he or she cannot forget sa imong giingon. So always bear in mind, future educators nga we must know or we must think before ang ipangyaw sa itong mga estudyante very very soon. So the ninth in strategies is inspire your students to have mastery focus than performance focus. So parihara siya sa number 6. But let's read ang iyang meaning basin day lahi. So set their hearts on lesson mastery for the love of learning rather than on score, grades, and performance. If they fail to get an item or items in the test, tell them not to worry and assure them that they will be taught again until mastery. So, parihara man siya sa number 6. Palaraga po siya definition nga. If for example, lang isa ka bata na failed siya ani nga exam, imuha lang siyang i-comfort or imuha lang siyang inon nga pwede pa siya makabawi in the other sem or the other school year if ever makadrop siya, or the other time nga mag-quiz mo kay not every time man pod paboranta sa itong panahon nga makakuha ta og katunga gyud or 75% sa ato ang quiz, but most of the time is tayo man gyud ng mga mabagsak ta or what we call this one nga makuanta ka ng madown ta, but also bear in our mind that dili lang kay karon ni napayugma, and always let us assure them nga okay ra makakuha failed but mabawi gyud ta, so that what we call this one masatisfy na tatong kagalingon, dili lang kay mag-settle ta sa less, but we should settle for the best. So now let's get to number 10. Pare-parehara siya. Parehara siya actually na sa number 8. No, number 7 day. Have a growth and mindset. Believe that your students can improve. Failure or wrong answer is welcome. So, nako example ani is parihaan na mag-oral ta. Diba, mag-oral ta sa una, like for examples, nani siya may tabo permi sa high school. Like, mag-oral ta, mahadlok ta mo pataas. Like, not the idea, but mahadlok ta mo pataas kay what if katawan ta, what if kanang libakon ta after, but my previous teacher said nga walay wrong sa mo answer, especially if you can share your answer. Mas okay pa maka-share kag answer nga imuhang gihuna-huna kaysa sa imuhang luom-luomon ra hantod sa moingon din ka nga na makumangudon ta akong answer but wala nimo gi-answer just because nahadlok ka sa ipang storya sa uban. So mao ni siya nga kinahanglan we have a growth in our mindset. So parang let us assure our future students that they are not made less. As what I've said, never settle for less. Charot. So that they are not made less of themselves by wrong answer or mistakes. What is important is that they learn from their mistakes and continuously grow and improving. So as what is this? So we all know nga day by day we learn and we encounter some challenges nga unta ang atong i-bear sa atong mind nga this is just some challenges and more lessons to atong ma-encounter. So we really have to grow in our mindset. So number 11 is same as the number 8 day. Bear in mind that your comments and marks and grade as well as your manner communicate them to student can affect their self-confidence. So, ang isa diri is kanang nagkamali lang og storya ang imuhang nagkamali lang og storya or oral answer ang imuhang estudyante but may ingon na din kag mali ang imong answer. That is very, very wrong. So, as what I have said, katong ganina lang sa number 10 and number 7, have a growth in mind. So, we future educators do not tolerate that kind of attitude. So, dili ta pwede nga mastorya ta og mga ingon ana nga dili ta we must be sensitive sa mga istorya nato sa tong mga estudyante. So, we always think before we talk sa tong mga estudyante kay dili siya pwede kay it can affect the self-confidence and it also can affect the emotional but it also can affect the emotions of the students. Mga hinungdan nga mawala sa self-confidence and self-esteem. So now let's dig into the number 12 strategy. Number 12. Don't make the test too difficult to discourage, nor too easy to make them complacent. An extremely easy test is not challenging, while an extremely difficult test is discouraging. So, as a future educator, we must know nga dili ta magpatakag buhat og mga test questionnaire. So, dili po kita angay muhimo og sayon ra kayo nga test questionnaire kay murag para sa ila di na sila magtuon kay tungod kay sayon ra ang imuhang exam or quiz. But also, let's not make it too difficult kay ang uban di naganahan magtuon. And uban dili naganahan like as I said, di naganahan magtuon. Kay tungod ang ilang gipangtunan is wala dito sa ilahang gitunan. Ang manggawas, ang manggawas sa quiz is wala dito sa ilang gitunan. So, for me, as a student, kapoy gyud magtuon, kapoy mo answer sa quiz, labaw na hastang kapuya if ang imuhang gitunan wala dito. Maka-discourage kaayo. But, what these strategies can help us in the very, very future nga. Dili tad angay day mohimo og mga difficult questions or difficult quizzes para maka-discourage atong mga estudyante. And also, we cannot also do it nga sayon ra kaayo kay ang uban magpakapante na anang panahon na. Magpakapante na sila nga dili sila magtuon kay tungod kay sayon ra kay imuhang quiz. So, murag silbi dili ta diring dapita, dili po ta diring dapita. We should be in the middle. We dili kay sayon, dili po kayo lisod. So now let's dig into our last strategies, which is communicate results or feedback. A teacher facilitates learning by providing students with important feedback on their learning areas. So my understanding about this strategy is we must get some comment or some feedback after discussing our topic. Kinahanglan ta magkuha og mga feedback or some questions nga unsay mga nasabtan sa itong mga students or unsay lang naka-comment sa ato ang gi-discuss nga topic. So, we really need this kind of strategy para may balaan natong nabaslay nahibaw-an o wala lang. Kay some of the students nga ang ilang iingon is nabaslay na sabtan, ilang iingon per me is yes, but some of them or we should say 90% of them is wala gyud. Kaya ang uban ana is magpadingaw-dingaw lang and dili maminaw kay tungod kay basin og katulgon or boringan pod sila sa discussion. But this kind of strategies can help you to identify if naminaw ba jud sila nimo or nakasabot ba jud sila nimo in terms of doing some discussion or after doing the discussion that you made. So this is the end of my discussion about the 13 strategies of the Module 25 assessment strategies that can increase motivation and outcome-based teaching learning. So thank you everyone for listening. siya ko.